Hi foodie friends, my name is Tiffany Foreman and I'm here to provide you with recipes, tips, fun, and more. So here it is again, dinner time, and everybody's asking what's for dinner. So I have a quick way to grill up some food because it is 100 degrees here today and I am not going outside to cook dinner. So I got one of my favorite power tools set up here in the kitchen. This is the Pampered Chef Indoor Outdoor Grill. So I have it set up and it is plugged in, so I'll angle it down so you can see. Right now we've got it plugged in and we've got our temperature here on low. I'm gonna move it up just a little bit now that we're getting ready to put food on it. And it's been sitting here getting warm. I had the vent shut off to keep all the heat kind of inside there and getting the heat up ready to go. And so when we're ready, I'll just take my lid off and we'll get it going. But in the meantime, I just got some beef at the store. So the kids asked for beef this week, and we are going to be using the Pampered Chef Korean barbecue rub. So the difference with a rub and a marinade is that with a marinade, people tend to put their protein in the marinade, put it on the counter or back in the fridge and let it sit for a while. So that is typically the steps with a marinade. With a rub, you just put the rub on and you go straight to the grill. There's no waiting period there for a rub. So like I said, we're using the Korean barbecue rub tonight. We're also making rice in the rice cooker in the microwave right now, and then we're gonna have some steamed broccoli. So kind of an Asian-y flair for dinner tonight, but all really simple. So the grill can be used inside and outside. So because I have it plugged in, we are using it inside. If you have a plug outside, you could also plug it in and use it outside. So say maybe you live in an apartment or a condo that has a power outlet, but you're not supposed to be using like a charcoal grill, you can use this. Now, if I wanted to use it outside, say like at a camping or even in my own backyard, you would take the electric components out, which is the plug and the heating element on the inside, and you would be able to use it as a charcoal grill outside. That's why the name is the Indoor Outdoor Grill. So let me show you over here as we get things going. All right, so here is our grill again. All right, so it isn't, I can feel the heat kind of radiating off of here. I'm gonna pull this off. All right, and set this over to the side for now. Now, what the Indoor Outdoor Grill allows is a very social environment when it comes to cooking. So I've got it set up here on my island. If I had some friends over who were coming to eat with us, we could all be sitting around this grill grilling our food and talking at the same time. Whereas a lot of time people get stuck outside at the grill and then they can't socialize with the people who are inside. That ends up what happening when my husband he does the grilling outside, is that he gets stuck out there, we get stuck in here, and he misses out on the conversation. So this is a way to get it all together with your social environment and your grilling. All right, so now that I just touched that, let me wipe my hands off real quick and get this ready for the rub. Now I bought a really big package of beef, but I'm not gonna use it all tonight. I'm just gonna use enough for us to have dinner. So again, I've got my Korean barbecue rub. All of our rubs are gluten-free. You'll see that little icon on there. And then each rub has a different set of ingredients. So if you're looking for something that maybe includes a certain ingredient or doesn't have like salt, you can visit our website and look at each individual seasoning and see what it contains. So I'm just gonna sprinkle really well this seasoning, and I'm gonna let you see. So here I've got my flexible cutting mat, I've got my beef with my Korean barbecue on there, and I'm just gonna give it a nice kind of toss with my one hand to get the beef covered on the other side, and so that it has a nice seasoning. When we did this last week for my team meeting, my kids said that they would like more seasoning on the beef. So I'm gonna go heavy-handed on this tonight so that everybody taste the flavor. And last week I did a big strip that I then, like a New York, no, I don't think it was a New York strip, maybe it was a sirloin, and I just cut it up into pieces like long. This is this stew beef that I'm using, and that I'm gonna, it's already cut into pieces, that way I can grill a couple pieces tonight and then give them use the rest for something else later in the week. That's one of the things that has really helped me in the kitchen, because I have to honestly tell you guys, I'm not a great cook and I'm not a huge fan of cooking, but I know we have to eat. So the way I get away with that is I do a lot of power cooking. I will cook a lot at one time, and then that way it's in the fridge for leftovers, or I'll cook half and freeze half but get it prepped and ready to go. So like I could put this half in the freezer if I wanted to, and then just cook the other half. But we're gonna cook this part tonight. So I'm just gonna take it and put it on our grill in like little clumps here. And this seasoning you can definitely use on chicken as well. When I taste tested it on chicken and beef, I liked the flavoring with it on the beef better than I liked it on the chicken. So definitely a personal preference there. And then if you were doing both of these, you'd want to make sure your chicken is cooked all the way, especially if you like your beef a little bit less done. You can do that. All right, so this is my yucky hand, but I've got my beef sitting right here. So imagine that you had a bunch of people over and you could all be sitting around your table or your island doing this and having a nice social setting. So in the meantime, with my clean hand here, I'm gonna show you that I've got broccoli, fresh broccoli cut up. This is our medium size 2-quart micro cooker. So they recently got a redesign, so they all have Opeg-like lids now. So I'm using the 2-quart one for my broccoli over here, and then I have the 3-quart one in the microwave. All right, so what we're doing in the microwave over there is we're doing the rice. So we'll let this smells really good. I'm sorry you guys, I can't walk this into the camera for you to see. And there goes our alarm with our rice. So I'm gonna actually take our beef off the counter here. Make us some space and let you guys see what's going on with our rice, and we're going to put in our broccoli as we exchange out our rice for our broccoli. All right, so you want to make sure that you have a hot pad to put your micro cooker on, and it is somewhat warm, so I am going to use my oven mitts to grab that out of the microwave. All right, hopefully you guys can hear the sizzle of the beef. There's our rice. I'm gonna put in our broccoli. I'm gonna give that 3 minutes. All right, so with our rice here, I've got the rice cooker out of the microwave. This is slightly warm, but with the rice cooker, just like our old one, the lid is the same. It clamps on, and it's actually, the lid is 2 pieces. So I'm gonna pull this piece off. All right, so this is just kind of like if you were steaming things regularly, you would just use this. But this inner piece here adds the pressure component to the rice so that you are getting that nice and steamed. All right, so here is our rice. It is beautiful and fluffy. Now, I love the comedian Joe Coy, and Joe Coy says this is how you measure rice, is you use this finger right here, and then everybody knows this line on this finger right here is how you measure rice. So what that translates into is when you have your rice and you put it in here, no matter how much rice you're using, you're gonna cover it with liquid to that point on your on your middle finger, to that first line when you put it down into the pot. So roughly that translates into a 2-to-1 ratio, 1 cup rice, 2 cup liquid. So that's kind of like, if you need to measure it, that's your ratio. If you're just doing the rule of thumb, you're just gonna use your finger right there, and as soon as it's about that much over the top of your rice. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this off and just grab a spoon so that we can stir it up, and you can see that it is nice and fluffy, like rice cooker quality there in the microwave. 12 minutes total, perfect. All right, so in the meantime, I'm gonna flip our beef and just get it kind of rotating around. We are more of like a medium, well done, family. So I'm not gonna let this. This is definitely gonna sit longer, but I just love that I can do this right here in the kitchen and not have to worry about going outside where it's all hot and buggy and muggy. The heat index is way high today. The humidity is way high. It's suffocating outside to try to grill anything, and this is just a much better approach for us tonight for dinner. So I'm really surprised none of the offspring has come down, because they can probably smell this wafting upstairs where they are watching a show until dinner is done. And we'll just get that all kind of turned around, and you can kind of eyeball it. The smaller pieces take less time than the bigger pieces. And if I wanted to, I could have gone through and like cut everything a little bit more uniform. Now let's say you have something that's more delicate than this, that you don't want anything to fall through these little grates. We have something that is called a grill mat, and this fits perfectly right on here for you to do things like, say you have fish or shrimp that's pretty delicate, and you want to put it right on there. So it's great that when you get this, it comes with the rack and 2 of these mats, and then you can buy replacement mats as you need them. This can go on this grill or your regular grill outside, so that's a great feature there too. And then another great tool to go along with this is our Rock Crock Grill Stone. This is the small Rock Crock Grill Stone, so it's like a square, and it fits perfectly on there too. So say you're out having a grilling kind of atmosphere and you want to make bacon and eggs or pancakes, you can do that right there as well. So I love that I can use this grill a lot, not just for outside, and it's just a very versatile piece. So right now, anybody can get this grill. I want to say it's right at $125. And a host this month, this is actually our July 2019 host special, is that you can get this grill for 60% off. I believe it comes out to $56. So that is a great little deal to get this grill in your home by hosting your own show and getting it with your host benefits. So there we go. There is our beef, there is our rice, and then out comes our broccoli. And so here is that. So this cooker has the holes right there so I could drain the water off. And then, I want to just show you, this was 3 minutes with a little bit of water in there. Probably about a half cup to a cup. I'm gonna let that just put these lids kind of back on and let them sit for a minute while I'm dishing up everything. And I'm going to finalize by closing up this, let some of that steam cook my beef all around because I've got my lid closed. I could open this. If your house has, like the fire detector is really close to the kitchen, you may just need to make sure that a family member is there to wave off the fire detector. Or I have a window in my kitchen, so I could just open that window and get some of the smoke out if there was smoke, if something was smoking. When you have something that is oil based, like your marinade is oil based, that will create that has a smoke point where you're going to see more smoke coming off. But because we just used a rub tonight, we don't have a whole lot of smoke. Now I can smell it, like it smells grilled, but it's not going to have like that cloud right there. You could also put your exhaust fan on right there on your oven. So I hope you've enjoyed our little indoor-outdoor grill video and you've learned a couple quick tips to use in your very own kitchen. But we're going to go and eat dinner now. So I thank you all for being here. And don't forget to stay connected to Foreman's Foodies for the recipes, tips, fun, and more you are looking for. Thanks, guys.